pro boxing fans, we are here in London at the Buddha Box in Mayfair, I think it is. Peace Fury, always a pleasure seeing you. Looking very dapper. How's things?
It's a special occasion today, isn't it? Valentine's Day. Married 40 years, so it's good.
What tips can you give to the guys out there? 40 years is a long time, man.
Just be genuine and love each other, because that's the best things in life.
Fair enough. We are here for a reason. GBM, Izzy Asif, and yourself, and Hughie, more importantly, have signed a multi-fight deal with GBM. Talk to me about this, because there seems to be this notion with Hughie that he falls just outside them heavyweights that are fighting in Riyadh and fighting on these big cards. But how close is his partnership with GBM with pushing him forward and getting them big fights that you've always wanted?
They're pushing him, Mick Hennessey's Hughie's manager, he's pushing him as well, so everybody's working for the same goal. But the main thing is Hughie's going to be busy this year. And now we've done this deal with Izzy, GBM, so it's perfect for Hughie. It couldn't be better for us. He's going to get Hughie busy, he's going to get him the fights he needs, so, it's a fantastic, we've got a fantastic relationship outside of boxing. And, it suits us, it couldn't be a better thing for us, we're happy.
With Hughie, he said downstairs, listen, I don't give him any bread, he's got to provide for himself. In that instance, then, how much are you going to make sure that he pushes for these big fights that everyone's wanted to see for the last few years? The last fight that we can remember him with a big name, for example, is a Joseph Parker fight, and that was a long time ago. But how much are you going to push him to make sure, listen, as well as him earn money, that he pushes that name of the Furies out there?
He doesn't need to push any name but his own. He's his own man, he's an individual, so he's got it to do. And he's had 32 pro fights. If he's not going to do it now, he'll never do it. So there's enough of the talking, he needs to do it. But Hughie's had, various things which I don't even want to go into, because people think, he's making excuses. Let's see, let's get him in there. And, I think a lot of these that's having the sun now are going to be not having the sun for that much longer.
Yeah, just to reiterate that point, Hughie's had very bad luck with injuries and just illnesses going in the last couple of years. So totally understand that, and hopefully, better health, and we get to see a run of fights from Hughie. Ideally, what's the route for Hughie then? I'm sure you and Izzy have spoken, and you probably can't give away too much, but are we looking at a little bit of a warm-up for the next one and then push him straight into a top-ranked fight after that? Yeah,
definitely. Anybody. Get this fight over in April, then it's anybody after.
Is there any names that you like in the heavyweight division that you'd like Hughie to be facing? Because there seems to be, especially with the resurgence of Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season, that the heavyweights are getting promoted better than ever than we've seen in the last decade. Is there any names that you'd like?
I think they're doing a great job over there. It's a transformed boxing. But look, they're all bodies to me, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to anybody, but it's just a name. They're only a name because they've been promoted the right way, and we're seeing all these fights. So these are the fights we want to see, and so it's happy. Anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count them up. It doesn't matter. He'll get in. If he gets the opportunity, he's taking it. So get in touch with Izzy. Get in touch with his manager, Mick Hennessey, and you'll not be refused.
I do want to ask you, any of the other fighters, and what's the latest with the rest of the team?
All the team's good. We've got Matty Harris on the 8th.
Yeah.
I think it is Saturday, is that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
In Brighton. That's on Sauerland's show. So he's looking well. He's looking for his, I think his 9th, 10th pro fight, is it now? So yeah, I'm going to get that out of the way. And then, no, it must be the 7th, is it? I think it's the 7th.
I think so, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is. And then on the 8th, we've got young Gradus Kraus on GBM. He's coming over from Holland. So he's making his UK debut. That's going to be interesting. So got a busy weekend.
Busy time. I do want to quickly just pick your brains on other things. I do want to talk about the main man in heavyweight boxing, Alexander Usyk, who was in London just the last few days, and he said, listen, I only want 2 more fights now. Do you feel like, I want to pick your brain on this, Barry McGuigan was on TalkSport and he spoke about Usyk looking tired against Tyson in that second fight. Did you see that from Usyk? Did you see any sort of fatigue that says to you that maybe he should hang up the glove sooner?
Look, I think he's a great person in and out of the ring. So he's an exemplified human being, is Usyk. And I think Yeah, I think he's got nothing more to prove. He wants to have 2 fights. He could walk away tomorrow, couldn't he? So that's his prerogative. Do I think? Yeah, he's. No, I don't think he's too tired for what's around today. I think he's good enough to remain as he is undefeated.
Is there anyone in that division in the top 5-10 that you feel like troubles Alexander Usyk?
Well, you know, styles make fights, and it's heavyweight boxing. But I'd favour Usyk.
Do you want to talk about a name, Martin Bakole? Seems to be, pushing himself to the places that he wants to be in and getting there with the top 5 boys. But do you feel like he's a fighter that's getting avoided in that division?
Yeah, definitely. Him and Billy are getting avoided. You know, a little bit like Hughie, actually. Yeah. You know, they're going around the houses, so it is what it is. But Big Martin, he's done very well, and he's getting the right fights. And, you know, when he comes through, he's coming. So I pick him to beat probably 99% of the heavyweights.
Just a final two from myself. I do want to pick your brain because you're a trainer. Anthony Joshua, where do you feel like the best sort of next steps are for Anthony Joshua? Because it looks like Tyson's called it a day, and he might come back, but we don't know. Right now he's retired. What do you believe is the next step for Anthony Joshua?
Listen, he'll come back. I wasn't that unimpressed with his fight against Dubois. He just had the wrong plans for that fight and just went about it a little bit wrong. And Dubois never really valued anything. He'd come in. So I don't know. What I see about Joshua, the fundamentals has not changed. So I've always seen something with him where he could change his job and be a better fighter. But so far he's not been able to do it. So, but can he come back? Yeah, he can come back. He's young enough, he's hungry, he's fit, he's healthy. He's a big, strong man, and he's achieved a lot in boxing, hasn't he? So why not?
Final one, Jake Paul. Obviously made a lot of names in the division, Mike Tyson, whatever else, but a certain Carl Froch is coming out saying, listen, I'll fight you, give my money to charity. Is that something you'd like to see, Peter?
You know what? I wish Jake Paul all the very best. He looks a very, very nice kid, but I'm here for boxing. I'm in for nothing else, so I'm into real boxing.
Actually, before I let you go, 2 predictions I need from yourself next week in Riyadh, big card. Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I can swing anyway. I'm not sitting on the fence. Obviously, he's a bigger puncher, Dubois. He's got to be on his A game. He's got to miss, make him slip and make him pay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And I think if he can catch Dubois as well, he'll hurt him. So I think that is a genuine seesaw backwards and forwards. It could either go very quick in Dubois' favour, or it could be a different match. He could start getting his jab home, landing shots, picking shots now and again, and wearing Dubois down for a points win even, or even a late stoppage maybe.
And finally, just the main event, Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol.
Now that's a fight, isn't it? So, again, I've always said as a Beterbiev, I edged it, but only by minute margins. If it went the other way, I could see it. So that's how close it is. So I think it's going to be similar again. I think Bivol needs to hold his feet more and be more authoritative. But if he does that, he's against a phenomenal puncher. So it's a difficult one for him. I think Beterbiev has got more in his locker because he seemed to be not going downstairs much. So I think if he ranges his punches and goes down and up, because look, when you got a moving target, forget the head and sublime boxing skills. Go for the biggest part. Go for the trunk. You can't miss it. And he's got that power to wear somebody down. Chop the tree and the branches fall.
Exactly that. And on that one, Peter Fury, always a pleasure talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.